After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Seahawks 1st down.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
1st down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here we go. Black 80! Strip that ball. Shoot. Dick.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And this offense continues to pour it on. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11. No chance. Mike 5. In your face. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Joker.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Mike 5. Hey, gun. 21. Clock.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers continue to roll. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Niners 42, Seahawks nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
A 60-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Go ahead.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hit.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 27 yards. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught one as well.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
First down, Seattle.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Wilson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They run high, and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Wilson steps away to his left. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
4th down. Here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
It's nothing.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, wait.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
I got this. Watch the out. 11. Five's the mic. Come on. You better.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He'll fire this deep for I. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Now Gold for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 56. Seahawks nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Seven's a Mike 7. Yeah, let's go second.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
A gain of 16 yards. But it brings up 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
11.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They go counter with Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He's at the 30.
I'm going to show you, man.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
25, check 25, check 25. Well, fellas, here we go.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Garoppolo, quick throw out to Ayuk. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
5-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Richard,
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Step, Wilson, hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Niners.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me roll? Can I get the dash? Can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear.